High creatinine, 4 proteins you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily. Proteins can heal or harm the body. Some should never touch your meals, while others you must eat daily if your creatinine is high. Many kidney patients feel confused and scared about food choices, especially when they have stage 3 or higher kidney disease. Today, we'll explore how protein waste affects creatinine levels. I'll explain which proteins to avoid and which ones to eat every day. You'll see how food choices can change lab results over time. One of them shocks even the most careful kidney patients, and there's a bonus habit at the end that can protect your kidneys naturally. We'll start with a protein that feels normal and harmless. It appears in quick meals and winter dishes. Many people eat it without thinking twice, but weak kidneys cannot handle its waste. This protein adds salt and phosphorus silently. Over time, it speeds kidney decline. Let's begin with processed red meats. Processed red meats put heavy stress on kidneys and can raise creatinine in people with kidney disease. These foods include bacon, sausage, deli meats, and hot dogs. They are made from animal protein that is already hard to filter. When kidneys are damaged, they struggle to clear the waste left behind after digestion. This waste builds up in the blood and pushes creatinine higher. For people with kidney disease, this makes lab results worse over time, even if portions seem small. One major problem is added phosphorus. Processed meats contain phosphorus additives that absorb almost fully into the blood. Healthy kidneys remove extra phosphorus, but damaged kidneys cannot. High phosphorus pulls calcium from bones and causes hard deposits in blood vessels and kidney tissue. These deposits scar kidney filters and reduce their function. At the same time, processed meats create high nitrogen waste. Nitrogen waste is what creatinine comes from. More waste means more strain on the kidneys every single day. Large kidney research centers have found that people who eat processed meats often have faster kidney decline. These studies show higher creatinine levels and more protein loss in urine. The reason is simple. These foods overload the kidneys with waste, salt, and chemicals all at once. The kidneys cannot keep up. Many people overlook hidden sources. Deli turkey, breakfast sausages, frozen meals, and fast food sandwiches often contain processed meats. Even items labeled as smoked or cured fall into this group. Reading labels is very important. Watch for words like phosphate, sodium nitrate, sodium nitrite, or cured. If sodium is over 300 milligrams per serving, that is a warning sign. Avoiding processed red meats is one of the fastest ways to reduce kidney stress and protect remaining function. Processed meats are obvious to some, but the next protein often hides behind a healthy image and slips into daily meals unnoticed. It raises creatinine silently and accelerates kidney decline even faster in advanced stages. Let's expose the truth about conventional red meat, beef and pork. Before we continue, tell me where you're watching from and if your kidney disease is stage 3 or above. If you're trying to lower creatinine and protect kidney function naturally, subscribe to Kidnease and turn on the bell. If this helps you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Conventional red meat like beef and pork places a heavy burden on weak kidneys. These proteins create more nitrogen waste than plant proteins. When the body breaks them down, the kidneys must work harder to remove the waste. In kidney disease, this process slows down. Waste stays in the blood longer and raises creatinine levels. Plant proteins create less waste, which makes them easier for damaged kidneys to handle. Another problem is saturated fat. Beef and pork contain high amounts of it. Saturated fat increases inflammation in the body. When inflammation rises, blood flow inside the kidneys drops. Poor blood flow means less oxygen reaches kidney filters. Over time, this reduces kidney perfusion and speeds up kidney damage. Many patients feel more tired or swollen after eating heavy red meat meals. That is often a sign of this process. Many people misunderstand portions. A piece of steak that looks normal often contains far more protein than kidneys can safely handle. Even smaller portions eaten often can cause harm. Renal nutrition departments have shown that people who eat red meat often have faster kidney decline. Their studies link frequent red meat intake with higher creatinine and lower kidney function. Reducing how often you eat beef and pork helps lower waste buildup. For kidney patients, choosing lighter proteins and eating red meat rarely can slow damage and protect remaining kidney function. If this video is helping you understand protein choices for kidney disease stage 3 or above, please like this video. It helps YouTube share this message with others who need it. Your support helps Kidnease reach more kidney patients looking for real guidance. Even after cutting red meat, many patients unknowingly replace it with something equally dangerous, especially during winter comfort meals. This next protein is often recommended casually, but creates serious phosphorus stress. Let's move into full-fat dairy proteins. Full-fat dairy proteins like whole milk, cheese, and cream can quietly harm weak kidneys. These foods contain a high amount of phosphorus compared to their protein content. This means you get more phosphorus than the kidneys can safely remove. When kidneys cannot clear phosphorus, it builds up in the blood. High phosphorus forces the body to pull calcium from bones. This weakens bones and increases stress on kidney filters at the same time. As calcium and phosphorus rise together, they begin to settle in places where they do not belong. They can harden inside blood vessels and kidney tissue. This process is called calcification. Calcification makes blood vessels stiff and reduces blood flow to the kidneys. Poor blood flow lowers kidney function and raises creatinine levels. Over time, these hard deposits can also form kidney stones. Stones block urine flow and increase pain, infection risk, and kidney damage. Many people believe dairy is always healthy. Switching from meat to milk or cheese feels like a smart choice. But for kidney patients, this swap often causes lab results to worsen. Have you noticed creatinine rising even after choosing dairy for protein? This happens because phosphorus from dairy absorbs very easily into the blood. Kidneys at stage 3 or above cannot handle this load. Renal diet studies show that high dairy intake links to faster kidney decline. These studies found higher phosphorus levels and more calcification in people who eat full-fat dairy often. Cheese is especially risky because it is concentrated. A small slice contains more phosphorus than the kidneys can safely clear in one sitting. Many patients stop red meat and dairy, but keep one protein thinking it is lean and safe. Unfortunately, for damaged kidneys, this final one causes extreme filtration stress. Let's discuss egg yolks and whole eggs. Whole eggs may look simple and natural, but egg yolks place heavy stress on weak kidneys. The main issue is choline. Egg yolks contain high amounts of choline, which the body turns into a compound called TMAO during digestion. TMAO increases inflammation inside blood vessels and kidney tissue. When inflammation rises, kidney filters become irritated and less effective. This makes it harder to clear waste from the blood and pushes creatinine levels higher over time. Egg yolks are also very dense in phosphorus. One large egg contains about 90 to 100 milligrams of phosphorus, and most of it comes from the yolk. For kidneys at stage 3 or above, this is a large load at once. Phosphorus from eggs absorbs easily into the blood. When kidneys cannot remove it, phosphorus builds up and causes damage to bones, blood vessels, and kidney tissue. This also increases the risk of calcification and scarring inside the kidneys. Many people think eggs are safe because they are small, but the difference between whole eggs and egg whites is very important. Egg whites contain clean protein with almost no phosphorus and no choline. Egg yolks contain fat, cholesterol, choline, and most of the phosphorus. Eating whole eggs means forcing the kidneys to handle all of this at the same time. Egg whites give protein without the harmful load. We have now uncovered the 4 proteins that quietly overload the kidneys. These include processed red meats, conventional beef and pork, full-fat dairy, and whole eggs. Avoiding them reduces creatinine strain quickly. Now it is time to move toward proteins that support kidney repair and help lower creatinine naturally. We will begin with the most kidney-forgiving protein of all, egg whites. Egg whites are one of the safest protein choices for weak kidneys. They give the body protein without adding heavy waste. One large egg white has about 17 calories and around 3.6 grams of protein. It has almost 0 fat and 0 cholesterol. It contains less than 5 milligrams of sodium and almost no phosphorus. This matters because phosphorus is one of the hardest minerals for damaged kidneys to remove. When phosphorus stays low, kidney filters stay calmer and creatinine rises more slowly. 0 phosphorus makes egg whites special. Most protein foods contain phosphorus, even plant foods. Egg whites give protein without forcing the kidneys to clear extra minerals. This reduces stress on kidney filters. It also lowers the risk of bone loss and blood vessel damage. For people with kidney disease, this balance is very important. The ideal daily intake for most kidney patients is 1 to 3 egg whites per day. This amount gives enough protein to support muscles without overloading the kidneys. Older adults or people with low appetite may benefit from 2 egg whites daily. People with very low kidney function should stay closer to 1 or 2. Eating more than 3 daily is usually not needed and may crowd out other healthy foods. Timing also matters. Egg whites work best earlier in the day. Eating them at breakfast or lunch gives the body time to use the protein for repair. This also reduces kidney workload at night. Nighttime protein can increase waste buildup while you sleep. Have you noticed heavier meals make you feel more tired later? That may be your kidneys working harder. Cooking method is very important. Boiled egg whites are the safest option. Scrambling is also fine if done without oil or butter. Adding oil increases fat and inflammation. Avoid frying egg whites or mixing them with cheese or processed meats. These combinations cancel the kidney benefits. Keep cooking simple and gentle. Pair egg whites with low phosphorus foods. Vegetables like peppers, onions, or spinach work well. Small portions of white rice or toast are also fine. Avoid pairing egg whites with cheese, whole eggs, sausage, or salty sauces. These add phosphorus and sodium. Season with herbs instead of salt to protect blood pressure. Egg whites are safe for most people, but some should limit them. People with egg allergies must avoid them. Those with advanced kidney disease should follow their diet plan closely. If protein intake is already high, portion control matters. Have you ever counted how much protein you eat in a day? Many people eat more than they realize. Common mistakes reduce the benefits. One mistake is eating egg whites with yolks. Another is adding butter or cheese. Some people eat too many, thinking more protein is better. Others eat them late at night. These habits add stress to the kidneys. Keeping portions steady and timing earlier helps protect kidney function. Egg whites offer clean protein, but variety matters for muscle strength without kidney overload. Relying on only one food limits nutrients over time. The next protein comes from plants and supports kidney health in a different way. Let's explore tofu, also known as soy protein. Tofu is a gentle protein choice for people with weak kidneys. It is made from soybeans and is easy to digest. Per 100 grams, tofu gives about 75 calories and around 8 grams of protein. It has about 4 grams of fat and very low saturated fat. Carbohydrates are low, usually under 2 grams. Fiber is about 1 gram. Sodium is very low if it is plain tofu. Phosphorus is lower than most animal proteins, which helps protect kidney filters. The quality of protein in tofu is very good. It gives all needed amino acids but creates less acid in the body. Animal proteins create more acid when digested. Acid buildup is hard for damaged kidneys to remove. When acid stays high, kidneys decline faster and muscles weaken. Tofu produces a lower acid load. This helps keep blood chemistry more balanced and reduces kidney stress. Tofu also contains natural plant compounds called isoflavones. Isoflavones help lower inflammation in the body. Less inflammation means better blood flow to the kidneys. Better blood flow helps kidney filters work longer. Studies from kidney nutrition research centers show that people who replace some animal protein with soy protein often have slower kidney decline and more stable creatinine levels. The ideal intake for most kidney patients is about 1/2 cup of tofu per day. This gives enough protein for muscle support without overload. Eating more than this daily is usually not needed. People with smaller body size or advanced kidney disease may need less. Those who are active may tolerate this amount well. Choosing the right tofu matters. Firm tofu has more protein and holds its shape during cooking. Silken tofu is softer and has slightly less protein. Both are fine, but firm tofu works better for meals. Always choose plain tofu without added sauces. Flavored tofu often contains extra sodium and preservatives. Check the label and look for low sodium and simple ingredients. Storage is simple. Keep tofu in the refrigerator. Once opened, store it in clean water and change the water daily. Use it within 3 to 4 days. This keeps it fresh and safe. Do not freeze tofu unless you plan to cook it later, since freezing changes the texture. Preparation should stay simple. Baking, steaming, or light pan heating with water is best. Avoid frying in oil. Oil adds fat and increases inflammation. Season with herbs, garlic, or lemon juice instead of salty sauces. Pair tofu with vegetables like zucchini, peppers, or green beans. These foods support digestion and kidney health. Plant proteins do not stop at soy. The next option adds fiber along with protein and helps manage blood sugar. This is especially helpful for people with diabetes and kidney disease. It may also help lower creatinine over time. Get ready for lentils when they are cooked the right way. Lentils are a plant protein that can support kidney health when prepared and eaten the right way. 1/2 cup of cooked lentils provides about 115 calories and around 9 grams of protein. It also contains about 20 grams of carbohydrates and nearly 8 grams of fiber. Fat is very low. Sodium is almost zero if cooked at home. Lentils do contain potassium and phosphorus, but in moderate amounts that can be managed with portion control and proper cooking. Fiber is one of the biggest benefits of lentils. Fiber helps move waste through the gut instead of letting it stay in the blood. When digestion works well, the body produces less waste that kidneys must filter. This helps creatinine clear more easily. Fiber also feeds good gut bacteria. These bacteria reduce toxins that would otherwise stress the kidneys. Have you noticed better digestion when you eat more fiber? That improvement also helps your kidneys. Potassium management is important with lentils. 1/2 cup of cooked lentils contains about 180 to 200 milligrams of potassium. This amount is safe for many kidney patients when portions are controlled. Do not eat large bowls, stick to small servings. Cooking lentils in plenty of water and draining them lowers potassium further. This simple step makes them safer for weak kidneys. Portion control matters more than food choice. The ideal portion for most kidney patients is 1/2 cup of cooked lentils a few times per week. Eating them daily in large amounts can raise potassium and phosphorus. Smaller body size or advanced kidney disease may require less. Always balance lentils with low potassium vegetables. Preparation greatly affects kidney load. Soak lentils for several hours before cooking. Rinse them well. Boil them in fresh water until soft. Drain the cooking water. Avoid pressure cooking with the same water. This process reduces potassium and phosphorus. Do not add salt while cooking. Season after with herbs or lemon juice. People with very high potassium levels should limit lentils or avoid them. Blood tests guide this choice. Do not rely on guesswork. Some believe lentils are unsafe for all kidney patients. That is a myth. When portions are controlled and cooking is correct, lentils can fit into a kidney-friendly diet. Our final protein is often overlooked but very useful when measured carefully. It supports muscles without overloading kidney filters. It also fits well into warm meals. Let's close the list with skinless chicken breast in measured portions. Skinless chicken breast is a useful protein when eaten carefully. 1 ounce of cooked skinless chicken breast gives about 31 calories and around 7 grams of protein. Fat is very low, usually under 1 gram. Saturated fat is minimal. Sodium stays low if cooked at home without salt. Phosphorus is moderate, which is why portion size matters. This protein supports muscles without adding too much waste when kept small. Portion size is the most important rule. Large servings overload the kidneys with nitrogen waste. This raises creatinine over time. The ideal intake for most kidney patients is 2 to 3 ounces per meal. That is about the size of a deck of cards. Eating more than this does not give extra benefit. It only adds stress. Have you ever weighed your portion before cooking? Many people eat double without realizing it. Cooking method makes a big difference. Baking, boiling, steaming, or grilling without oil are the best choices. Remove the skin before cooking. The skin adds fat and inflammation. Avoid frying or cooking with butter. Do not use store-bought marinades. They often contain salt and phosphorus additives. Simple herbs, garlic and lemon juice add flavor without harm. Timing also matters. Eating chicken earlier in the day helps the body use protein for repair. Breakfast or lunch is better than late dinner. At night, kidneys slow down. Protein waste can stay in the blood longer while you sleep. Do you feel heavy or restless after a late protein dinner? That can be a sign of kidney stress. Some medicines interact with high protein intake. Blood pressure drugs and diuretics can change fluid balance. Large protein meals may worsen dehydration. People taking phosphorus binders must still limit portions. Always match protein intake with medical advice. Common mistakes reduce safety. Eating chicken daily in large portions is one. Adding cheese or salty sauces is another. Many people think lean means unlimited. That belief causes harm in kidney disease. Balance and control protect kidney function. Skinless chicken fits well into daily life. Use it in soups, small sandwiches, or mixed with vegetables. Spread protein across meals instead of eating it all at once. This helps keep creatinine stable. Now that we have covered food choices, there is one more piece that helps kidneys work better. Gentle strength movement improves blood flow and insulin use. It also helps muscles use protein more efficiently. This lowers waste in the blood. The next bonus tip focuses on safe resistance movements that kidney patients can do at home to support creatinine control. When muscles stay active, the body uses protein better. This means less protein waste stays in the blood. Lower waste can help keep creatinine from rising too fast. These movements are gentle and controlled. They are not heavy workouts. Resistance movements use light force rather than speed. This can include body weight, resistance bands, or light hand weights. Simple actions like seated leg lifts, wall push-ups, and chair squats work well. These movements improve blood flow to muscles. Better blood flow helps muscles take in nutrients and release less waste back into the blood. Start slow. 2 to 3 sessions per week are enough. Each session can last 10 to 15 minutes. Focus on breathing calmly and moving with control. Rest between sets. Pain or strong fatigue is a sign to stop. Have you noticed feeling weaker after long rest periods? Gentle resistance helps prevent that loss without harming the kidneys. Upper body movements help daily tasks. Light arm curls with a band or water bottle are safe. Lower body movements help circulation. Sitting and standing from a chair strengthens legs and hips. Core movements like seated twists improve balance. These exercises support independence and reduce fall risk. Timing matters. Performing resistance movements earlier in the day is best. Muscles respond better when energy levels are higher. Avoid exercising right after large meals. Drink small sips of water unless fluid limits apply. Safety is important. Avoid holding your breath. This raises blood pressure. Stop if you feel dizzy or short of breath. Always move slowly. Resistance movements should feel supportive, not exhausting. When done regularly, they help muscles use protein efficiently and reduce strain on the kidneys over time. Now, here is a quick recap of the video so you can remember everything we discussed. We started with proteins to avoid, including processed meats, red meat, full-fat dairy, and whole eggs, because they raise waste and stress the kidneys. Then we covered safer proteins like egg whites, tofu, lentils, and small portions of skinless chicken. Timing and cooking methods make a real difference, so watching this video again and writing down the tips can help you remember them. If this video helped you, please subscribe to Kidnease. This channel focuses only on kidney health for stage 3 and above. If you felt understood and supported, type relief in the comments.